Baltasar Gracian. He was born in Belmonte, in the Calatayud province, Saragossa, Spain, on January 8, 1601. He was a Spanish Jesuit writer who lived during the 17th century. Says, never open the door to a lesser evil, for other and greater ones invariably slink in after it. A wise man gets more use from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Two kinds of people are good at foreseeing danger, those who have learned at their own expense, and the clever people who learn a great deal at the expense of others. Cunning grows in deceit at seeing itself discovered, and tries to deceive with truth itself. One should cultivate good habits of memory, for it is capable of making existence a paradise or an inferno. The great art of giving consists in this: the gift should cost very little and yet be greatly coveted, so that it may be the more highly appreciated. Things do not pass for what they are, but for what they seem. Most things are judged by their jackets. Know how to ask. There is nothing more difficult for some people, nor for others, easier. Every fool stands convinced, and everyone convinced is a fool. The faultier a person's judgment, the firmer their convictions. When you counsel someone, you should appear to be reminding him of something he had forgotten, not of the light he was unable to see. Attempt easy tasks as if they were difficult, and difficult as if they were easy, in the one case that confidence may not fall asleep, in the other that it may not be dismayed. Memory is not only unruly, leaving us in the lurch when most needed, but stupid as well, putting its nose into places where it is not wanted. You should therefore never reveal what causes you pain or pleasure, so that the former may quickly end and the latter long continue. Nor should we lose heart if something doesn't please someone, for there'll always be someone else it does. At 20 a man is a peacock, at 30 a lion, at 40 a camel, at 50 a serpent, at 60 a dog, at 70 an ape, and at 80 nothing. Know your unlucky days, for they exist. Nothing will work out right, and, even though you change your game, your bad luck will remain. The whole of life should be a process of deliberation to choose the right course. Reflection and foresight provide the means of living in anticipation. There is no better remedy for disorder than to let it run its course; it will then disappear on its own. Do not be held a cheat, even though it is impossible to live today without being one. Let your greatest cunning lie in covering up what looks like cunning. Many people spend time studying the properties of animals or herbs. How much more important it would be to study those of people, with whom we must live or die. The more pains you take with a thing, the more should you conceal them, so that it may appear to arise spontaneously from your own natural character. Though such authority and respect shouldn't be handed to all and sundry, have in caution's innermost room a confidant, a faithful mirror, whose correction you value when disillusionment is necessary. Even monarchs have need of authors, and fear their pens more than ugly women the painter's pencil. Some marry the first information they receive, and turn what comes later into their concubine. Since deceit is always first to arrive, there is no room left for truth. Even knowledge has to be in the fashion, and where it is not, it is wise to affect ignorance. The greater your exploits, the less you need affect them. Content yourself with doing, leave the talking to others. Many owe their greatness to their enemies. Flattery is fiercer than hatred, for hatred corrects the faults flattery had disguised. No one is born complete. Perfect yourself and your activities day by day until you become a truly consummate being, your talents and your qualities all perfected. Their intrinsic worth is not enough, for not all turn the goods over and look deep. Most run where the crowd is because the others run. Believe your heart, especially when it's already tried and tested. Never contradict it, for it can usually foresee what matters most. It is your private oracle. On December 6, 1658, Gracian died in Tarazona near Saragossa in the Kingdom of Aragon.